Hello, students. Welcome back to your geography class. I am Mrs. Jenny Shah, and we are doing the chapter Climate. Last class, we learned about the onset of the monsoon and the withdrawal of the monsoon. This class, we learn about the seasons. The kind of climate that India has is characterized as monsoon type. And monsoon type of climate has a distinct seasonal pattern. The weather conditions greatly change from one season to the other, and these changes are particularly noticeable in the interior parts of the country. The coastal areas does not experience lot of variation in temperature, though there is a variation in the rainfall pattern. How many seasons are experienced in your place? In India, four main seasons can be identified. The cold weather season, the hot weather season, the advancing monsoons, and the retreating monsoon with some regional variation. Today we will learn about the cold weather season. So we have monsoon type of climate and we have a distinct seasonal pattern, and these our weather conditions they change greatly from one season to another, and these changes can be felt especially in the interior parts of the country. Coastal areas does not experience lot of variations in temperatures, but they experience lots of variations in the rainfall pattern. The four main seasons in India are the cold weather season, the hot weather season, advancing monsoons, and the retreating monsoons. Now let's talk about the cold weather season. The cold weather season of winter, that is what we are experiencing presently. It begins from mid-November in the northern India and it stays till February. December and January are the coldest months in the northern parts of India. The temperature decreases from south to the north. The average temperature of Chennai on the eastern coast is between 24 to 25 degrees Celsius. It ranges in the northern plains, it ranges between 10 to 15 degrees Celsius. Days are warm and nights are cold. Frost is common in the north, and the higher slopes of Himalayas also experiences rainfall. So the cold weather season extends from December to February. They start around mid-November. Vertical sun rays shift towards the southern hemisphere. North India experiences intense cold weather as this season is not well defined in South India. During this season, the northeast trade winds they prevail over the country. They blow from land to the sea, and hence, for most part of the country, it is a dry season. Some amount of rainfall does occur on the Tamil Nadu coast from these winds because these winds are blown from sea to land. In northern part of our country, a feeble high pressure region develops with light winds moving outwards from this area, and it is influenced by the relief. These winds they blow through the Ganga valley from the west and the northwest. The weather is normally marked by clear sky, low temperatures and low humidity, and feeble variable conditions. A characteristic feature of the cold weather season over the northern plain is the inflow of the cyclonic disturbances from the west and the northwest. These low pressure systems, they originate over the Mediterranean Sea and Western Asia, and they move into India along with the westerly flow. They cause the much needed winter rains over the plains and snowfall in the mountainous regions. Although the total amount of winter rainfall, locally known as Mahavat, is small, they are of immense importance for the cultivation of the rabi crops. The peninsular region does not have a well-defined cold season. There is hardly any noticeable seasonal change in temperature pattern during winters due to the moderating influence of the sea. So in the cold weather season, light winds they blow to make this season pleasant in the South India. Occasional tropical cyclone visits the eastern coast in this season. The average temperature of Chennai on the eastern coast is between 24 to 25 degrees Celsius, while in the northern plain it ranges between 10 degrees to 15 degrees Celsius. During the season, the northeast trade winds prevail over the country, and these are blowing from land to sea, and so most of the country experiences dry season. But in Tamil Nadu, the winds are blowing from sea to the land, and so they experience a little rainfall. Another characteristic feature of the cold weather season is the inflow of the cyclonic disturbances from the west and the northwest. The low pressure systems they originate over Mediterranean Sea and Western Asia, and they move into India with the westerly flow. Also in the northern part of a country, a feeble high pressure region develops with light winds moving around, moving outwards from this area, which is influenced by the relief. These winds they blow through Ganga Valley from the west and the northwest. Low temperatures and low humidity and feeble variable winds, these are the most common characteristics of this weather. So we have discussed about the Mahavat, which is a small amount of rainfall which benefits the rabi crops, the wind direction in the winter, winter rainfall due to the western disturbances, and rainfall due to the northeast wind. Winter is cold, and children, not only children, everyone should dress warmly, especially if you want to play in the snow. And animals, they start heading towards their winter homes. Next is the hot weather season. Hot weather season, it extends from March to May. The vertical sun rays, they shift towards the northern hemisphere. Temperature rises gradually from south to north. Highest temperature experiences in Karnataka in March, Madhya Pradesh in April, and Rajasthan in May. So these are the three places that experience the most highest degree of temperature in different months of the year. Due to the apparent northward movement of the sun, the global heat belt shifts northward. So, from March to May, it is hot weather season in India. In March, the highest temperature is about 38 degrees Celsius in the Deccan Plateau. In April, temperatures in Gujarat and Madhya Pradesh are around 42 degrees Celsius. In May, 45 degrees Celsius temperature is common in the northwestern part of the country. In peninsular India, the temperatures they remain lower due to the moderating influence of the ocean. The summer months experience rising temperatures and falling air pressure in the northern part of the country. By the end of May, an elongated low pressure area develops in the region, extending from the Thar Desert in the northwest to Patna and Chotanagpur Plateau in the east and southeast. Circulation of air begins to set in around this though. So you can see the shifting of the heat belt. It happens during the March and May at different latitudes. The summer months experience rising temperatures and falling air pressure in the northern parts of the country. Towards the end of the May, an elongated low pressure area develops in the region extending from Thar Desert in the northwest Patna to and Chotanagpur Plateau in the east and southeast. Circulation of air begins to set in around this throw. This is the pressure. These are the storms in the hot weather season. A striking feature of the hot weather season is the Lu. Lu is our strong, gusty, hot, dry winds that blow during the day over the north and the northwestern India. Sometimes they even continue until late in the evening. Direct exposure to these winds may even prove to be fatal. Dust storms are also very common during the months of May in the northern India. These storms bring temporary relief as they lower the temperature and they may bring light rain and cool breeze. This is also the season for localized thunderstorms associated with violent winds, torrential downfalls, often accompanied by hail. In western Bengal, these storms are known as Kal Baisakhi. By the close of the summer season, pre-monsoon showers are common, especially in Kerala and Karnataka. They help in ripening of mangoes and they are often referred to as mango showers. So in summers, we have long hot days. Summer fruit and vegetables are ready to be picked. You may also see some bees and and butterflies, flying flower to flower. So next class, we will learn about the advancing of monsoon season, that is the rainy season. So for this, I want you all to sit and write down the notes, and I want you all to write down your notes in an art integrated format in your notebooks. So draw the summer season, draw the winter season, and please write down the notes in point format, 5 to 6 points, clearly indicating what is the most important characteristic and how And please write your notes specific to the textbook. And Indian winters and Indian monsoons is not very general. Okay, write down the 5 points you feel that are the most important unique characteristic of that season of our country in your notebook. With these children, I end today's class. Stay home, stay safe, take care, keep learning. Thank you.